Hello YouTube, I just wanted to film a little tiny quick intro. This video is going to be a little bit unusual for my channel. I'm going to be inserting the monologues that I did for an acting audition, and I recorded those monologues as I was doing them. They're maybe a year and a half old, but I just wanted to share these little acting monologues with you guys because I don't get a chance to act very often, and I enjoy it greatly when I do. So I don't know that I'm any good at it, but I wanted to share them anyway because I had so much fun with them. There are, I believe, 5 or 6 of them. One of them is 5 minutes long, but the rest, I believe, are within 1 to 2 minutes. So I will leave links in the description to the written monologues as well as timestamps for when you can get to them. Some of them are kind of serious because I was going for a role in Heathers, which has some very adult content in it, so be warned that there is some adult content in this video just in terms of what the monologues are about. But that said, I hope that you enjoy the rest of the video. I will try to come back and do a little outro at the end, but I might not have time, so, enjoy the video.
Don't you dare walk away from me, and don't tell me you're sorry, and don't tell me to forget it, and don't you dare tell me to let it go. Because God knows I'd like to. I wish I could, but I can't. I can't forget that we had something, and you're running away. You're running away. Don't you see, Mark? You're running from what I've searched for my whole life. Why? Because you're scared? Well, I'm scared too, but you and we had something worth fighting for. We could make it work. I'm not saying it'd be easy, but I care about you, and I know deep down, under this bravado, that you care about me. And that's all I want, Mark. Don't you get it? It's the human experience. You can pretend all you want, but you're only lying to yourself. You're denying the simple and wonderful fact that you are emotional and vulnerable and alive. Can you honestly stand there and tell me that I mean nothing to you? That everything that happened that night was a lie? That you feel nothing? I feel sorry for you, Mark. I'll move on. I'll find someone else. I'll be alright. Because I'll know that I tried. That I did everything I could. But someday, you will look back and you will realize what you threw away. And you'll regret it always. I wanted those moments, few and far between as they were. I wanted whatever time and affection you could give me, no matter what it cost me. I felt like you found comfort in me, and maybe I wasn't your first choice, but I was glad that I was somewhere on the list. I let it happen again and again, more times than I can even count. You wanted to keep things casual. You wanted to keep me at arm's length. You leaned on me. I cared about you so much. I can't explain it, but I've seen the best and the worst of you, and I love you. I love the way you can tell me what I'm thinking. I love the way you tell a story, drawing me in. I love you for all the times you convinced me with a stupid joke, or even just a look to stop taking myself so seriously and just enjoy my life. Nothing could ever make me regret the way I feel about you. What I feel for you isn't a negative thing. It makes me better. It makes my life better. That's what I've been trying to say, that love is never wrong, even when it grows in the worst conditions, with no encouragement. You don't get it. I've been afraid of my father all my life. I spent every waking moment trying to keep him from exploding, trying to do everything just right. And not just believing, but knowing that one day he would kill me. And he'd kill us all. My first memory is the day my brother spilled a can of paint down the stairs. My parents were painting the house. Ricky thought he was helping, but it was too heavy for him, and paint just went flying everywhere. I held my breath, but I don't know why I thought that would help. My father put his fist through the wall. I screamed. Ricky and I started crying, and the whole time he kept yelling at us to stop crying. I couldn't. I thought he was going to kill us both, and my mother couldn't stop him. I was 4 years old. Ricky was 2. And I have been living in that hole in the wall ever since. I can't forgive him. I won't pretend. So go read Footprints in the Sand if it'll make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Today, my father's going in the ground. Except I don't remember ever having a father. A father wouldn't do that to his kids.
I dropped her off that night about 1:45. I should have asked her to come over, or at least asked her if anything was wrong. But she seemed normal. Not happy, exactly, but like herself. I met her freshman year in Introduction to British Literature. We made each other laugh. She was bitter and cynical, but still really nice. I knew she had depression, but it was weird. We had fun together, you know? Never really made sense of that. That night, we saw a play. Then we went to a midnight movie. I was nodding off through the last half of it. I'd gotten up early that morning to go running, and I keep wondering if there was something in the play or in the movie, some trigger or some reason. Something that could set her off, you know? Something I missed. I just keep trying to look for clues, for answers. She'd survived so much. Why that night? Okay, the thing you have to understand right up front is I'm not really a drug person. I never even smoked cigarettes. I wouldn't even know where to get hard drugs. When I was in the 5th grade, we had DARE, drug abuse, something, education, or whatever, and I swallowed that stuff completely. At the end, everyone had to write an essay, about how drugs are bad. It was a contest, and mine won. I got to read it out loud for everyone at our little DARE program graduation assembly, and I wore my DARE to keep kids off drugs t-shirt clear until I was a senior in high school. I was on the lookout all the time for drug pushers who would try to sell me cocaine and bad kids who would tell me that I wasn't cool unless I sniffed glue. Those are the kind of things they warn you about, but those kinds of things never really happen. At least they've never happened to me, and if they had, I would have been ready. But then, my senior year of high school, it was Thanksgiving break, and I was hanging out with these guys who had gone to my high school and graduated a couple of years before I did. It was Shane and Toby's roommate, Max, in their dorm room. And you have to understand, I was totally in love with Shane. He'd gone away to school in Portland, and I hadn't seen him in 3 months. So I go over to Toby and Max's room, where he and all of these people are hanging out, drinking, catching up, and at first there's 10 people there, but eventually things start winding down, and it's just the 3 guys and me. And they decide to smoke some weed, and they didn't peer pressure me or anything. They just asked me if I wanted some, and I said yes. I was so clueless. They were laughing at me while I was trying to light it and breathe it the right way. Lots of people don't get high the first time they smoke, but I did. Whoa. And then Max offered to give me a back rub, and we ended up making out on the floor after Toby and Shane went to sleep.
So that's how I discovered that I really like weed. Like, it's a completely brilliant invention. When I'm high, everything is relaxed. Everything is so funny. I am never relaxed in real life. And I feel smart and insightful and so creative. It's like this great little vacation from myself. Anyway, Jody said that mushrooms were pretty much the same kind of experience, except with some hallucinations. Some hallucinations. Yeesh, understatement much. I think we were all tripping way harder than we thought we would. Erica, obviously, she was the most scared. It was more disturbing than I thought it would be. Thought maybe it would be scary, but like in a fun way. Because, I figured if you know that you're tripping, then you can't really get freaked out because you know whatever you're seeing isn't real. But it doesn't quite work that way. Because, yeah, you know what you're seeing isn't real, so it should be just like watching a movie without a screen. But sometimes it doesn't matter how much you know it isn't real, you still feel that it is. You believe that it is, even though you know better. Because tripping somehow makes completely impossible things seem somehow totally possible. Even likely. And it's really amazing and mind-expanding and wonderful, except when it's not. Look, believe me, I really wish I could help her. I wish I knew what happened. She was right there, and then she was just gone. Disappeared like a magic trick. I don't really know what happened or where she is. What? Jody didn't do anything. She was with me, chasing imaginary cats. Erica was our friend. We had no reason to hurt her. Yeah, I know. Just doing your job. Yeah, I guess. Yes, she had some problems. She took her medication, she went to therapy, and yeah, I feel guilty as hell that we gave her drugs. We should have realized that her brain was different than other people's. But she thought she could experience. How do you say no to that? If someone wants to do something crazy because they think it might help them, how do you say no? I don't really know how bad it was. Maybe it was really bad for her. Maybe she did something to hurt herself. Maybe she couldn't deal with what she was seeing. Maybe it sent her over the edge, but maybe not, Maybe she's not. Maybe she just ran away. Maybe she's out there somewhere, and maybe she's better. And I'd rather believe that, I'd rather believe that she's hiding. That maybe when she's ready, she'll come back.